On this video, I will be explaining to you how to name an ionic compound. As you may recall, an ionic bond occurs between a metal and a nonmetal. So we'll be learning how to name ionic compounds. So there are two systems of naming: the stock system and the classical system. I find the stock system a little bit easier, but it is up to any person to find how the most convenient one. So first, I will teach you how to name using the stock system. So the stock system focuses on using Roman numerals to indicate the cation charge, or in other words, the metal charge. So let's say we have these two compounds. Now Fe represents the symbol for iron, and O is oxygen. So the way you're going to name this compound is, first you're going to write the name of the element that is the metal. So in this case, the iron. So iron. And you're going to open parentheses and write the charge in Roman numerals of the same iron or the metal, which would be this 3. So it's the opposite one, the one that is with the non-metal. So you're going to write it 3. And then you're going to write the non-metal with the suffix "ide". So it would be the non-metal with the suffix "ide". So in this case, the non-metal is oxygen. Oxygen and "ide", you will only use like the first syllable, the first. So it would be oxide. Oxide. We will practice with different elements for you to get familiarized with the naming. And now, using the same process, this would be, in this case, although they are the same elements, they have different charges, so they form a different compound. So again, you write the metal first, then you open the parentheses, and you can see that there's nothing here, so it is going to be a 1. Not a 1, sorry, because oxygen has a charge of 2, and there's no charge of 2 in here, or nothing here. It represents that the 2 and the 2 cancel out. So iron will have a charge of 2 and oxygen will have a charge of 2, leaving it with no charge. So you write 2 there, and again oxide. What happened there was it was supposed to be like this, but if it is the same number, you simply write it as this. And that is how you name something using an ionic compound using the stock system. The other system is the classical system. The classical system is a little bit different in that the suffix that you will use will depend on the charge of the element, of the cation. So if you're using the lower charge, you will add the suffix OUS, OS. If you're using the higher or the greater charge, you will add IC. So we can use the same examples as before. Fe2O3 and FeO. However, in this case, you're not going to write the name of the metal first. What you're going to do is that you will use that name and you'll add the suffix to the metal. So it will be, because this is the grade charge, this is 3 and this is 2, this will use the IC. So this is for greater. This is for lower. So in this case you will use the IC. And it will be ferric. Iron is different in the way that you write it FE, so you will not name in, you will not use iron in the classical system. You'll use fer and then add the suffix. And like in the stock system, you will add oxide, the IDE. And this one would be the same, except it is the lower charge, so it would be ferrous oxide. And we'll practice with different elements for this one too. So I will be making a separate video just of practice problems for naming the ionic compounds. I will leave the link in the description of this video.